Hey guys, how y'all doing? It's Aaron Farmer with MySugarFreeJourney.com, and I'm checking in for another Weight Loss Wednesday. It is May 18th. I weighed in this morning at um, oh my gosh, 268.6. That's I couldn't remember. 268.6. So that means so last week I said I was plateauing a little bit, and about 3 or 4 days ago, I kind of came off the plateau finally. It took a little bit of time, but the weight's coming off, so that's about 2 or 3 pounds. I forget what I weighed in at last week, and I was so disgusted by it, I didn't make a mental note of it. But that's about 2 or 3 pounds less than last week. So that's good. The needles continue to move, and things are going in the right direction, which is good. I want to talk to you about two things. I'm going to talk to you about the 28-day challenge that's starting soon. I'm going to talk to you about that at the end of the video. But I did want to talk about, but first, a podcast that I was listening to yesterday. So this is a podcast by a doctor. It was actually a lecture that was given in a low carb, high fat conference that was going on, and I can't remember the guy's name. I probably should have looked it up before I started this video. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But he's an obesity doctor. He deals with mostly obese kids, and he was talking about how talking about a couple different things. But the couple things that really caught my attention was how there are different types of parenting. That parenting is a huge factor in a kid's obesity. Not a huge factor in whether or not a kid's obese, but whether or not if once the child comes in for treatment, whether or not or how successful that treatment is going to be, and it depends a lot on the parents. So he talks about the different ways that you can help kids, and I thought that was fascinating. So Dr. Jeffrey Gerber, that's what it was. So it was the livinglowcarbshow.com, and it was Dr. Jeffrey Garber, episode 1109, if you want to check it out. But the other thing that caught my attention when he was talking about how food is an addiction. Like if you're obese, anyway, he started off by saying like 40% of the population is susceptible to different addictions. So about 40%, or before Prohibition, about 40% of the American population had a problem with alcohol. That's why that they tried to push Prohibition through, and it was actually successful. The alcoholic numbers have dropped significantly since then, but pretty much the whole nation was drunk before that. Before they started limiting or making it more difficult to smoke, about 40% of the population smoked, and they took, so just like to handle the alcohol problem, they took alcohol out of the general populace. And yeah, it wasn't successful in the fact that it worked totally, because it obviously didn't. 3 amendments later, they repealed Prohibition, but it did work in that it lowered the rate of alcohol abuse. Same with smoking. Now that we've made it so difficult to smoke, it's hard to find places to smoke. You can't smoke in restaurants. You almost can't smoke in your own home anymore. But that's lowered the rate of tobacco abuse. Because it's just more difficult to find places to enjoy a cigarette. Well, the same thing is true with carbs. If you're addicted to carbs, which you can be, and he goes over the science of that, and it was fascinating. But if you're addicted to carbs, one of the easiest ways to deal with that is to not have them in your house, not have them around. Because if you get a craving, a moment of weakness, if you've got a tub of ice cream in your freezer, it's going to be a lot easier to fall than if you have to actually go to the store to get it. So I thought that was fascinating that there was and that's obviously, I mean, that's pretty obvious, just not to have the stuff around. But it was interesting to hear a doctor say that. And so the other thing that he said was you also have to watch your calories. He said once you cut out the carbs, you'll stop gaining weight, because it's insulin that causes you to gain weight, and once you knock out that insulin response, you'll stop gaining weight. But if you continue to eat a lot of carbs, eat high calorie nuts, which I do, I'll eat like peanut butter maybe at night, or some nuts or something. If you eat high calorie nuts or high calorie snacks maybe at the end of the night or during the day, even if it's not carbs and it's not causing an insulin response, it won't cause you to gain weight, but it can stop you from losing weight because your body still has to use all those calories. And so unless you're running a marathon or something, you're putting in more calories than your body can use. So that was fascinating to me, that you could, even if you cut out the carbs, you can slow down your weight loss if you're just eating too much food. And I had to kind of take a step back and kind of reevaluate what I was eating and how I was eating, and wondering if if it was those. I put peanut butter on a celery stick at night, and I don't really need it. I'm not really hungry, but it's more like it's just more like a comfort food, or just something to do, something crunchy at the end of the night, that kind of thing. That it's more of an emotional, satisfaction type of eating than it is for for sustenance, because I don't need it. We have healthy dinners, but it is kind of, I guess it's kind of in my head. So to hear that from a doctor was interesting to me. So the other thing I want to talk about is the 28-day weight loss challenge. We're coming up on it. It starts next Monday. If you go to my blog, mysugarfreejourney.com, should be just like the first or second blog post on the page. We are going to start our 28-day challenge. We've got a Facebook group set up just for the people that want to be in it. We've got about 50 or 60 people that are already in the group, which is pretty amazing. We've got a 28-day meal plan that we're going to be mailing out. I'm actually going to be mailing it out later today. If you want to be on that, there's a mailing list that you join, and if you find the post at mysugarfreejourney.com, you'll be able to find all the information. Join the Facebook group, where we're going to be able to talk, and I'm going to have Facebook Live videos every night, just discussing some of the things that you need to know in order to help you lose weight. But I'm really, really, really excited about that, to be able to lose weight with a group of people that are also motivated to lose weight is exciting to me, and I'm looking forward to doing it. So if you want to join us and take part in the 28-day sugar-free weight loss challenge, and what you're basically committed to do is for 28 days you just don't eat sugar, don't eat carbs, and join us in the Facebook group and talk about your experiences, how things are going, and we can all kind of discuss, be moral support for each other. So I'm really, really, really excited about doing that. So I would love for you guys to join us. Go to mysugarfreejourney.com, look for the post about the 28-day challenge. Like I said, it should be the first or second or maybe even the third post, and all the information is there. You can sign up for the email, get the meal plan, and then we are on our way. So I look forward to doing that with you guys. I can't wait for it to start and to be able to kind of have a team, have some support as we go through this. I think that's going to be really, really cool. So I appreciate you guys watching. Again, this is Aaron with mysugarfreejourney.com. Come over and join us at the blog, and we will talk to you later. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thanks. Bye.